We go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? How are we? How are we? I am here. We are here, just a little bit late. Hello everybody. How are we doing today? Nice to see everybody. Still wide. Oh yeah. Alright, that's okay. That's alright. We'll have to change it later, but that's alright. Hello everybody. Wide stream. Yeah, it's just gonna be wide for this one, but that's okay. How's everybody doing? Nice to see everybody. Welcome to the chat, guys. Nice to see everybody. Hello, hello. Hello Luntian, hello Z, hello Uzi, hello Anavug, hello Zaya, hello Blue, hello Junie, hello Livy. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello Sappy, Homkani, we've got Corey, we got Valerian, we got Red, we got Crypt, or Niv, we got Joanne, hello everyone, Sky Mars, we've got F-Blow, holy, Anavuk, thank you for the 100 stream streak, let's go, what the hell, thank you so much, that's awesome, Rhapsodism, oh my god, Rhapsodism, you just helped us reach 3.5k. Sylvie, what's up? Hello. Hello, Rainy Days. Hello. Inversion. Tired Froggies. We got Rue. We got Joanne. We got Junie. Nami. We got Zen. Alright, guys. I'm going to pull something up while we're here. Fortsy. Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hey, Thunder. A normal Fortsy stream. It's been eons. Yes, it has been a little while. Oh god, hype moments and aura. Why did you read my full name? That was spooky. I'm sorry, okay? How are you all doing? How are we all doing? It's been a little while since we've all just talked. Hello, Batsy Bear. Hello, Sun. The kiwi on your shoulder went through full hibernation. True. Today, guys, we're just gonna be talking. Yo, it's Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome, welcome. King Root Bear. Hello, Say. Hey, guys. Hello, Whimsy. Hello, everyone. Niente. Oh, my God, Niente. What? Whoa, it's them! It's them! They're here! They're here! Wait! It's them! Out of nowhere! Hello! The thank you for the 5 tier 2 gifted. Oh, my God. Thank you, Anon. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Finally a Fortsy stream I can join. Oh my god, bro. It feels so weird to be back, bro. It feels so weird to be back for like a normal stream. Guys, we are here literally just to talk about, you know, the event. So today pretty much what we're gonna do, guys, is yo Charlie, hello, hello, and Red, hello everyone. Yeah, literally today is just like a normal talking stream. Like, yo, Sherlockian, thank you for the 80 stream streak. Let's go. 80, like the number of hours that Fortsy was late for. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, no, we're all here. We're all chilling. And we're literally just gonna be talking about the event today. Thank you, Anon, for the 5 tier 2 gifter, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Can finally farm channel points again. I checked the Ford and realized the Fortsy Shock sticker, Fortsy Shocked as a sticker now. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for the stickers. They're amazing. My streak died because I accidentally skipped to the beginning of the streak saver and I blame you, Fortsy. What the hell? No, Joanne. Uzi, thank you for the 40 stream streak. And Kato, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months in a row. Let's go. Thank you so much, Kato. Thank you, guys. And Whimsy, thank you for the 60 stream streak. It's a miracle the streak savers got me to this point. Oh my god, bro. Why are the channel redeems gone? Don't worry, guys. They'll be back next stream. Actually, no, they'll be back, going back into, the next week. They're just disabled right now because we had it set up for Frostpunk, that's all. That's also why my screen is still wide right now. So, no speaking, you were sorely missed. Nah, don't worry, guys. All of that stuff will be back very soon. And it will all be ready, in like 1 week. But, regardless, today we're literally just going to be talking about Frostpunk. So, yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. You're my 5th stream to watch after the movie night. Oh my gosh, Livy. um, so yeah, today you guys can pretty much just ask me questions about Frostpunk, and you know, just ask me like questions about things that happen. Hydrate C before yap. Oh, that's a good idea actually. Give me a minute. Let me get some water. Oh, I had 1 bottle left. Oh, thank God. Can you name every single group off the top of your head? Oh, probably not, but I'll try. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, we have the Crones. We have the VFD. We got the Hive. Frostbane. We've got, oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Even though I know exactly who all these groups are, we've got, shit, I feel put on the spot. New London, we've got Wimburn Media, we've got The Last Harvest, we've got, the Church of Maidsy, we've got, oh, what was that little group called? There was like a little subgroup in the VFD, what were they called? The little subgroup. I forgot what they're called, but it was Mads v Curry Penguin and Sticky. They were a small little group, which was pretty cool. Who else is there? Shit, this is... I feel so put on the spot, and you're all staring at me, brother. We've got, oh yeah, they were called the Creature Commandos, that's right. Shit. Fortsy, what? I'm thinking, the Rats. We've got the Oath of Lyra. We've got, what else do we have? We've also got, Frost Away Stories. We've got, I think, how many groups is that? How many groups is that? That's a lot of groups. The Black Moon Company, of course, yes. Still missing a few. Crap. Oh God, I feel so put on the spot right now. How could you do this to Oomph? There's like Eye of the Storm. Yes, that's right, the Eye of the Storm. Oh God. Is Mortem. Let's see, what else is there? Sleep. See, did you just wake up? A little bit ago. And by a little bit, I mean, like, yeah, not that long ago. I already mentioned the VFD and the Hive. I can't think of any other groups, so if I got one wrong, I apologize. Also, don't use the Snowball Redeem, because we need to change those around. I'm gonna change those redeems for next stream. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Oh, the Soviets, duh, of course. Duh. Bro, I forgot the Soviets. Yeah, I completely forgot. What's up, everyone? Hello, new pilot. Hello. Yo, Niente, thank you for subscribing for 5 months in a row. I was telling people I haven't checked on my dear Fortsy for a while. Hey, Niente, thank you for resubscribing. It's nice to see you again. Welcome back. Mega Mimo, how you doing? Hello. Whimsy, thank you for the tier 2 gifted sub to new pilot. Let's go. And guys, while we're all here, we're gonna do something that I haven't done in a little while, and it might be a little bit scuffed because of the stream, like, size, so I do apologize in advance, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Yep, it's the Kiwis time. Yep, it's been a while, but they're back. Now I will say one thing. So Frostpunk, right? Ice. There is the Ice Kiwi now. But there is actually something else that's been added, just so everyone's on the same page. So what's good? Why is he pretending he didn't have them on last night's stream? No, like a stream, not a Discord stage. That doesn't count. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. But anyway, fucking, what is it? Yeah, so we actually have as you guys know, we have the dono goal for the burger iwi, the burger wee, which is like a burger version of a kiwi, kind of like the ice kiwi is like it's literally an ice kiwi. To be honest, I think the burger kiwi is my favorite version of any kiwi that I've ever had, so of any variant. I think it just looks so good. So yeah, I'm so hungry, I need burger wheat. Yeah, it looks so good, bro. And then obviously we have the sub goal for the Great Kiwi Cook-Off. Now imagine this, guys, for a second. The Great Kiwi Cook-Off is essentially all of you guys creating food to prove that we are actually good at to prove that we're actually good at cooking. Wait, what the hell? What, we got a hype train? The fuck? Wait, what? Level 1? I mean, hell yeah, we got a hype train! Let's go! Yeah, I didn't know we did. No way, we gotta prove ourselves. Nah, it's gonna be cool. I wanna see which Kiwi wins. Can't wait to say there was an attempt. Yeah, thank you for the level 1 hype train. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I don't even know we were getting a hype train, but yay. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Pretty much, I'm here to answer any questions about Frostpunk that you guys have. So, if you guys have any questions about, like, what happened during Frostpunk, this is the time to ask me. Because I will be able to answer them. Favorite day? Oh god. Holy. What the fuck? Charlie! Thank you for the 10 gifted. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jesus. Okay. Favorite day. Been a while, bro. Been a while. Thank you, Charlie. Oh my god, bro. Fucking scared the crap out of me. Okay, so I'm probably gonna say, if this guy says day 3, I will riot. Well, Raven. Okay. Let's just say, I think day 3 was my favorite. No, I would probably actually have to give it, I mean, day 3 was a good day. I really did enjoy day 3, but I'm gonna be real, it might be a bit weird, but I actually really liked the ending of Frostpunk. Like, the right little end of the entire event, I think was actually really, really good. Like, I'm talking even just after the war, like, after everyone was fighting, when everyone was freezing, and they were all working together to survive, aside from Royal Pair fucking blowing up people with TNT. It was so tragic watching people like freeze to death. But the thing is, I think what I was really happy about is that, for reference, the game mechanics were all done by me when it came to like balancing of, like, you know, if they could survive the frost or not. So it was my responsibility, and so scary, to basically make sure that, like, you know, you would be able to survive the storm if you had food in the event. But the way that the event was set up is that I wanted the food to be a problem at the beginning of the event, with then it becoming less and less relevant that food was a problem, because people underestimate these things when it becomes not a problem. Raven, yo, thank you for your first 5 gifted subs to the channel. Oh my god. Wait, that's actually so... Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Raven. Thank you. Appreciate it. Holy moly. Thank you for the level 5 hype train, guys. Let's fucking go. And yeah, the VODs are up if you want to go watch them. However, Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Hope to see you around more often. But basically, guys, what ended up happening is, what's it called? Sorry, guys, I got like a cold from today. Oh god, I'm getting sick. Oh god. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Okay. Now, I just wanted to let everyone know, by the way, that on Chaos Day, if you donate 5 subs or $25 worth of donos, you will get yourself a kiwi drawn by me. Which, what the fuck? The timing on that could not have been or on any Frostpunk stream. Yes, the Twitch mods have affirmed me that they are willing to kind of keep an eye on it for everybody. So they're able to like write down everybody from like now until then. Yeah, pretty much any Frostpunk stream, we will pretty much allow it. So including today, if you donate 5 or donate $25 worth, we will, you know, make sure that you get it. Hi, Fortsy and Kiwi's got a lurk now because class is ripped. That's okay, Nearly. Thank you for coming anyway. Holy crap, I get a kiwi. Yeah, you'll get a kiwi. You know, if you donate 5 subs or $25 worth of donos, yeah, well, we'll do that. I think I gift a readable gift again on Chaos Day regardless. Oh, thank you, Cherry. Thank you. Take my cash, Fortsy. No, Livy, it's okay, it's okay. I just did that because you're cool. Oh, thank you, Raven. Thank you. I think we will, yeah, we'll, on Chaos Day, that is the day that we'll definitely be counting and looking and making sure, Soul Kiwi and Shark Kiwi drawn by Fortsy is happening. Yes, I can do that for you too. Hopefully stream will still be going when I'm free. Hopefully. We'll just be talking today. Hey, I can't stick around. I'm at my... Oh, your J Blurred B, but have an awesome stream. Thank you, Etsy. Thank you for coming. I'll gift it Chaos Day again. Nod, nod. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, guys. But to go back to my point, the thing that I think made the last day my favorite is the fact that it was so focused on food on day 1 that people really forget that food was a problem. Because in the first day, everyone was like, oh my god, we're gonna die of starvation. We got no food, right? We got no food. Everyone's dead. And then by the end of the event, no one's focused on food because everyone's like, you know, like people who were farming the whole event, they're fine, right? So they're fine, but that's because they're all farming throughout the whole event. And keep in mind that, like, generally speaking, if you have a group of people who, like, you know, have a mixture of farming, role-playing, and trying to get stuff for temperature reasons, food becomes so much less of an issue in people's minds that when the final day rocks around, most people don't think about food as a problem. And then it turns out that you really needed food the whole time. And I made sure not to talk about food because on the first day I did, and like I mentioned it, but I brought up food 0 times after. So yes, exactly, Raven. Yeah, it's like food was really important at the very beginning of the event, but the way that I had basically set it up is that I tried to make oh no, during stages was different, yeah, because I wasn't on stream, and I wasn't in the event, I was not talking to people. You didn't have much food on you at any point during the event, oh my god. You kept reminding people to make food, if they're not doing anything else. I'm glad I stole food from the hive, or else I would have died so much earlier. Dude, that's crazy. It was really fun, though. Thank you guys for the level 5 hype train, by the way, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I just wanted to, again, say thank you to Whimsy, to Raven, and Charlie, for giving us that level 5 hype train. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Basically, food was obviously gonna always be kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It was, if you really focused on food, then you could get food and it wouldn't be a problem. But the thing is that the whole idea is that we balanced food, politics, and temperature, between each other. The only thing that I would change is when it comes to, like, any of the balancing things. Hello, Kiwis. Hello, IDK. How you doing? The only thing that I would change is, that I would make it a little bit harder to have gotten the full outfit, with, like, polar bears and stuff like that. I would have made it harder to get, like, the full gear, so more people would have died from the first storm. That's probably the only thing I would change, but the first storm was more of a warning of, like, what was to come in the future. Because, as you guys know, the last day, no matter what you did, was going to be brutal throughout the whole thing. Did Gregor control the storms, or did he just have a storm sensor or something? Yeah, he was never in control of the storms. That's the truth. Gregor did not control them. I guess I can go into a little bit of the lore. I'm not gonna give away too much because I'm gonna do more of these in the future. But I will say, Gregor was able to predict storms were incoming because they have, let's just say that they are in a facility of sorts right now. And they had a way to kind of watch over everything from a long distance. Why is your stream quality lower? Hello, Pilly. I'm sorry. It's because I am currently on widescreen. I completely forgot to change it because I'm doing widescreen for Minecraft, and we're doing like a mini stream in between. I forgot to change it. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Damn, that would have been great when the event was happening. Oh yeah. Bless you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so out of it right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I am sneezing like a motherfucker. Holy crap. He's the founder of the Weather Channel? No. I can't really go into details about that because I still want to keep that hidden for now. 82P60. Wait, quality is something I've never seen. Wait, what? Oh my god, you're right. What the fuck? I've never seen that before. I guess it's because of my monitor being so whack. But, oh well. We were on the Truman Show, but Gregor is the one watching us from the outside. Was your initial conceptualization of Gregor's role in the event different? Because I remember you showing off your radio voice announcing the storm, and I don't think anything of that sort happened. The radio voice was just it kind of skews my voice. But it was just me speaking normally. Like, that's just how I sound when I have the radio on. And the radio filter does change a fair few things. So, I remember hearing about the radio thing from Mads, and I wanted to try and contact Fortsy many times, but I didn't want to interrupt him when he was actually spectating something more important. No, that's fine. I was always only going to appear once if someone had, kind of figured it out. Gregor genuinely only responded to Mads and the others because, firstly, it was the first time anyone tried, and he thought it would be entertaining. Like, he genuinely thought it would be entertaining to respond to people who were, let's say, trying to contact the outside world. Yeah, entertaining. He's not a good guy. I'm sorry. He's genuinely not a good guy. He is kind of he's a cunt. So, yo, thank you for the 65 stream streak, Fear. I really appreciate it. Was he bullshitting about the storm? No, so when he said the storm was coming, he was referring to the last day. Because the thing is, right, Gregor didn't have to tell you the storm was coming on the day that he told you guys that. So, it was actually intended that eventually the storm would come, and that's the thing, it set up paranoia for the people in the event. And paranoia, as you know, in a Civ event, can be really good and really bad, depending on how it's done. Oh god. Sorry guys, why am I getting a cold? I'm getting a cold in real time. He really just is evil? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's essentially who he is. Oh my god. Everything was paranoia. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's just Civilization events in general. Everyone gets paranoid about everything, bruh. You don't know who you can trust, because, like, everyone's Frostpunk curse. It's because of Frostpunk. You Frostpunk too hard? I know. Oh, God. What would be Gregor's favorite moment? Not yours, Fortsy, Gregor's. Honestly, I mean, the thing is, Gregor himself, while he was watching everything, honestly, I think it was directly interacting with people who were so desperate to survive that they were trying to contact him. I think he genuinely would have viewed that as just kind of pathetic in a funny way. So, yeah. Honestly, that's what I would have said. It was, yeah. I feel like the more you get used to Civ events, it's easier to adapt. I agree and I disagree. In the Civ events I've been in, one problem I've always seen is that paranoia always clouds people's judgment on their actions, and then in hindsight, it's like they aren't actually like being, you know, they're being too paranoid. Sometimes they're not being paranoid enough. You know what I mean? That's the problem, right? And then, like, there's also people who don't engage with the roleplay and then question why nothing's happening. Because, like, sometimes if, like, you've got so many different types of people in events where, like, you've got some people who don't engage with the roleplay and then they're like, what's going on? You've got people who engage with the roleplay and they get super paranoid and then, you know, like, they panic and they go, oh my god, like, it's really interesting how Civ events bring out, like, people's personalities a lot, I think. And Fortsy's character for Frostpunk, he has a different character. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, though, it happens, yes. I feel like some people can get too calm and do more on committing themselves or on both the comfortable and uncomfortable sides of it. Yeah, that's fine, though. It's alright. It's just good. It's good to have those dialogues, though. Fortsy question, were you expecting people to have major character deaths on day 3? If not, then what day were you expecting more of it? Since I was the last to die, I called everyone's death in 4K. Were you expecting people to have major character deaths on day 3? I expected day 3 would be a big day, but I didn't know what exactly was gonna happen. So when it did happen, I was genuinely taken aback. Like, holy shit. I really didn't expect it to go the way that it did. But I think for the sake of like lore reasons, I think now that the event is like over technically, because the epilogue day is more just about like, you know, seeing what people do that now that they're like dead. It's really technically over, so I'm happy to answer like hidden lore questions that anyone might have had about the event, and just let you guys know like what actually was going on. So feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. I will explain. Since we're sharing maps in the Yap thread earlier, do you think you could map out where all the different groups / builds are? Oh, like right now on Paint? Oh crap. Shit. Shit. Crap. I can attempt it after I answer a few questions. Yeah. Fortsy pays attention. No, I did. I know where like most of the groups were. I'm just wondering about my monitor. See, this is the problem. See how it's set up? It's not even set up yet. That's the problem. It's not even set up. It's not even set up. That's the problem, because it was set up for it was set up. Why are you backwards? I know. That's why I'm here for just chatting. Because remember, it was set up for Frostpunk. That's the problem. Oh my god, bro. I know it's really wrong. It was set up for Frostpunk for a reason. I haven't set it up to be representative of anything yet. Mirrored Fortsy. I can do it after professional stream. I know. Look how professional I am. Absolutely. You can flip yourself. You can face to your left. I know. Shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking. I know. Can you add a paint capture on the Just Chatting string? Shit. Hold on. Bam. You know what? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, real quick. Here's the island. Okay. Okay. And then here's the mountains. They're like right through the middle. The mountains like right through the middle, right? Yeah. Let's just pretend that. And then there's a plane crash here. Bam 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 bam. Okay. There's like a radio tower like right over here. There was a fucking quarry before someone decided to block it off over here. That had a little house that for some reason was just gone. Oh yeah, Pina, sorry. we'll change it after. There was a giant hole right over here, right over yonder. With what you could only basically, so let's just make a big hole. By the way, what did we think of like the generator builds and like how it worked? Because like the builds I think were just absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Like from a like you got to keep in mind that like all of this was my vision, so I relied a lot on like the developers, the builders and all of that for it to come to life, and I think it really succeeded in that. I think it really succeeded. Boom. Boom. W builds. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with them. And then this is like the generator, right? Serioth built the generator. Yes, they were joined by multiple people, but yes, Serioth was the lead build of pretty much the whole thingy. So they were responsible for it. And then there was the builds over here. The ruined city, if you guys remember that. Where the VHD was. There we go. A VFD, sorry. VFD. There we go. Where Ravenholm would go. Yeah. VFD set up over there, and then we also had over here. These are all the natural structures, of course. And then there was also like all these trees all across here, right? There was all these trees all across here. Right over here. I think this is where the Eye of the Storm ended up going. And then there were trees like over here. Trees over here. And trees over here. Like right over there. Right over yonder. A lot of trees over in these areas. This whole area started with trees. Like all around the outside. There were not trees by the end of the event. They were freaking gone, bro. But it did start with them. It did start with them. So, and then over here we also had more trees, and now, I'm just gonna do circles for each of the groups and where everyone ended up basing. So the Oath of Lyra ended up basing around here, alongside the Church of Maidsey, which I'm just gonna circle them in that area. That's where they ended up basing. Frostbane ended up basing around here. The generator ended up having the Hive, which will circle in red, and New London, which will circle in like a lighter red. There we go. There was like multiple groups. Then we also had the Last Harvest, which was also in this area, which will circle in orange. A lot of people around the generator, which makes sense. We also had the VFD over here at the ruins, which they renamed the place to Ravenholm when they got there. Holy moly, bro. I don't know where the Black Moon Company was the whole event, but I do know at one point they fucking took the quarry pretty much for themselves and hid it from everybody. That's all I know about them. There were stragglers from the plane at one point. There were stragglers from the plane. Let's see. Who else was there? There's multiple groups that I'm forgetting about here. I know the rats. They were kind of hidden around, like... Hold on, let me use a different color. The rats will use black. We're, like, around here-ish. And then they had, like, tunnels that dug throughout the whole event, which was just crazy to me. And then... Let's see. I can't really... I think that's pretty much it, right? I don't know where the crones were. I don't know if they were a part of a different group. You've got, hold on. Windbird Media is technically around here. Around the generator as well. You've got the, you got the crones by Lyra, apparently. Okay. Awesome. Sweet. That is pretty much what I can accurately deduce. Rhymebound, a group of us from the Hive, tried to find them on day 5. Oh, Rhymebound. Yes, I don't know where Rhymebound was. Is Gregor on the map, or is his communication equipment that good? No, Gregor was never on this map. Let's just say... Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna tell you. So, I'm gonna give you basically a basic rundown of the entire lore of the event, and like what led to the events of Frostpunk. So, give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. I will reveal the location. Okay. Okay. So essentially, right, to make sure everyone is on the same page about this, basically, there was, across the news and across a large network of music, dramatic music. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I mean, it's the only OST I've got, so I'm going to use it to its fullest capacity. Across the world, there was a story about a great storm that was coming, that was going to essentially encapsulate the entire world and freeze it over completely. This was not some sort of a joke, it was not a scam, it was real. And let's just say that there were some billionaires who, amidst all of this, wanted to obviously survive, right? These billionaires did not want to die, but they also realized that many people would be trying to survive the storm, and they needed to make sure that, well, people would be dealt with in the event that they tried to essentially, you know, survive the storm. The less people that came out of it, well, in their eyes, the better. So basically, let's just say that, well, Gregor and the others... Gregor was essentially hired to take on the role as a, I guess you could say, commanding officer who would... he was in charge of just one of many, many functions. And that was to ensure that people who took planes... Because there were many things to do. There was more than just Gregor. There were a lot of people like Gregor, but Gregor was responsible for communication networks and cutting off critical infrastructure, which also included planes, right? And when the storm was coming, everyone that got onto planes was in a panic. Do you know why Pro Gamer Dude was in the storage and why people were, like, literally booked to go on the wings? Every plane was overcrowded narratively for a reason, right? Because everyone was in a panic to escape the storm and wanted to find a safe place to go. Kiwi Land never existed. It was never real. People were told that there was a land they could go to survive, to be free, to be alive, and it never was real. It was not real. It was all a ruse set up to convince people they could survive so people would not freak out. And as a result, when they realized it, it was too late. Millions of planes crashed in one day as the frost took over the planet. The billionaires hiding in their little bunkers ended up surviving, and Gregor, who had access to satellites as a result of being surrounded by the richest of the rich, would watch over all of you and had access to communications networks and watch you try to survive the storm. Now, Gregor had his own personal motivations that had nothing to do with the billionaires. He personally wanted to see what would happen when a group of stragglers attempted to survive, because there were millions of people who ended up dying, but there were people like yourselves, for reference. There were people like you guys who actually ended up surviving. Some people end up surviving the same way you guys did. Not many people, but, you know, people all across the world ended up in the same situation as you guys did. And, of course, right, you're probably wondering why is it, right, that you guys ended up surviving. The island that you guys ended up on was actually an island built by those billionaires for them to survive initially. The generator itself was meant to be a constructed area where they would be able to rebuild society. They were aware of it because of scientists for many years that it was coming, but it came way faster than they could have anticipated. So unfortunately, they had to bunker down and survive a different way. And let's just say that, let's just say that the ticket team have been very good with the lore. The ruined city was them trying to build a city before the storm had come. And it turns out, unfortunately, that ruined city could not be finished because the storm came way faster than anyone had anticipated. Your notes were right. That is essentially the story of Frostpunk. You guys surviving and falling onto that island was pure chance. There were millions of planes like you, bajillions of people who thought they were special by getting onto a plane with a ticket. None of you were special. Kiwiland did not exist. You guys thought you were getting onto the only, plane that would survive the storm, but the truth is, you were all meant to die. And the fact that some of you survived is actually a testament to human nature. That is the truth behind Frostpunk. And when you die, you notice something, guys. This place was meant for you is a message that plays when you die in the event. This place, quite literally, was meant for you. And, so, yeah. That's pretty much it. My bad for blowing up the generator, guys. Oh, God. Anyway, bye. I'll see you, Loonty, and have a good one. I did not get that message, bro. I got kicked out of the server due to connection reason the moment I died. That's so sad, Mal. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's essentially it. That's essentially it. And Kiwiland, yeah, was never real. So, Kiwiland was never real. It was a complete fake. If I knew it was a sham by billionaires, I would not have done the gen stuff. That lore just makes my character's entire POV story more tragic, bro. Yeah. The sad thing is, none of you were meant to survive this event. Like, you know, in lore, you were not meant to survive. In actuality, you know, as long as you had food, then yeah, you would have survived. How do you explain the in the law that the world is made of blocks and we can break trees with our hands? Inspector, it's called a fucking video game. Get used to it. Maybe Kiwi, like, you literally burned to death in the event. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry. You burned to death in the Frostpunk Civilization experiment. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. Explore the lore, little bro. Brother, don't die to fire in the fucking Frostpunk Civilization experiment. The whole thing is about surviving to the fucking storm, to the frost, to political stuff. You died that way? Can I have a special prize for getting everything right? You can get the bragging rights that you were completely right. Congratulations. You did a great job, Nightbot. Rather get stabbed or die from frost. Literally. Bro got slimed by Theo's lava. Oh my god, bro. That's hilarious. That's so dumb though. Yay, bragging rights. In Frostpunk Civilization, no one dies to burning to death. True. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Now for my aunt needs, is Gregor ever like hands-on? Oh, okay, yes. So, actually, it's funny. So Gregor, right, in terms of his lore, Gregor was always meant to be, he was a bit of a loose cannon. He grew up in Russia, and he was always a bit of a loose cannon, amongst, his peers in the military because he was an orphan, and he was a bit aggressive, and the generals at the time did not view him as someone that was, safe to have in the force, if that makes sense, because he was kind of he wouldn't follow orders from generals that well, how do I say, favored resisting, if that makes sense. And unfortunately, he was kind of like one of those, you know, you give them power and they abuse it kind of people. That was essentially his whole shtick. And but the thing is that he did genuinely have an interest in watching people, and like, it's not watching people, in like in killing people essentially. As sad as that sounds. I do want to ask something about Frostpunk. Does anyone outside canonically know that the plane has gotten a bit missing or something like that? Like, it's a public thing. Oh, I had 200 people and plane gone missing. No, Jim Weaver. The thing is, everyone across the world, all of them, were all dealing with the same problem. That's the issue. That generator was only there because the billionaires were trying to survive, and they built that on that island as a well, I guess you could say temporary means of doing so. So I don't know, what wouldn't have been a sign that the plane was a scam when Andy was strapped to the tail of the plane. Yeah, unfortunately there were too many people on the plane. They purposely overbooked the plane so they would sink from the sky, by the way, because, like, if, you know, like, also, you probably wonder, who was the pilot? It's actually the same person who was responsible for a train crash, that, happened a little while ago. And, I'm not going to go into the details of it yet, but it was Dr. J. Fortsy. Yeah, it was the same person who was responsible for the same events of the train crash. Or was it? I don't think they should have been allowed to have a license, bro. Thinking emoji. I need that J Fortsy character stream now. Am I crazy or is my screen small? Hello, Onyx. Hello. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did put widescreen on, so I do apologize. I completely forgot to change it. But yeah, no. Dr. J Fortsy was responsible for the train crash. And so I apologize. I do apologize. Note to anyone, never, and I mean never, let Dr. J Fortsy be in control of any type of vehicle. Well, he faked being a doctor, right? And he faked being a doctor, so it's pretty easy to assume that he might fake other identities, if that makes sense. Yes, Frostpunksy or Gregor does know Dr. J Fortsy. Yes, they do. He fakes some stuff. Yes, they do know each other. The two of them are aware of each other. That line, General Gregor lies. Yeah, Gregor lies, bro. Don't trust Gregor, bro. Do not trust him, man. He's like the guy from Catch Me If You Can. Kinda like, yeah. Kinda. Oh my god, whoa! Axe IDK, what the hell? Thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy shit. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you. Holy shit, bro. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Holy crap. I want to strangle all of your characters and you. Commander gets a pass. Thank you for the subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you, IDK. Thank you. I'm so thankful, but I need to throw you. Why are your characters either evil or sad? I'm sorry. W event. I gotta go. Have a good stream, Fortsy. See ya, XIDK. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. What did Fortsy patches? What the hell? What? Oh my god. What? Oh my god, Piccolo, also Burger Time. Crip Walker, thank you so much. Thank you, Niv. We're just $20 away. Thank you so much, Niv. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. The Fortsy Lord Thread is gonna go crazy over this. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Fortsy and Kiwis is important for the animatic I'm making soon. What's your fave moments? My favorite moments? Ooh. Let me think, hold on. I have a few that I really enjoyed. Let me think. Ooh. I'd say, obviously, apart from the the ending is one that I'd love to see an animatic of. Like, the sad moments shared between people, that would be cool. I'd say as well, I really enjoyed Nightbot, like, running through the storm, trying to survive, on day 3, which was incredibly frosty. I feel like scrolling through Frostpunk 7 on Twitter is good because there's so much art, it's insane. Oh yeah, they have so much art, bro, it's crazy. Hi, Fortsy. Hi, Cannon. Hello. Hello. Yeah, Nightbot's run through the snow was really, really good. Like, narratively, it was great. Them running through the snow was probably, like, a highlight for me, because Nightbot was aware of Coraline's intent, and was incredibly suspicious, rather, of Coraline's intent, because of, like, the way they were wording things and how they were behaving. So Nightbot immediately books it, right, and goes to tell Benji. And then, thankfully, they get there in time to tell Benji. But the problem is the book gets stolen, and it kind of delays them from leaving. And then that leads to a lot of other little problems immediately after that, which is so sad. So sad. But, yes. My law book obsession killed Benji. Yep, pretty much. Sam did animate it. Yeah, it was really funny. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. So, no. Lore-wise, I think that was probably one of my favorite moments, for sure. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. The blood is on your hands. What the hell, man? Could you show the animation? Oh, I can't show it on stream. But if you go to the art chat, you can go have a look in the Fortsy's Corner server, and you should be able to have a look. That would be good. Never finding out if Gregor would do violence with knives. Oh my god. Gregor would do violence with knives, yes. I think Phonix's death was also really, really good. I really like how Phonix was built up as a character, because Phonix they started out, like, you know, nice and chipper, and they stayed consistent with that the whole way through the event. I think they were just a great character. They ended up, like, joining the Hive with a little bit of, like, resistance on the surface, but the thing is, they ended up joining them because ultimately they were like a peaceful and happy individual, and just, you know, kind of like an airhead in a good way, right? But then, not long after that, right? Unfortunately, it's shortly after this that, you know, Day 7 rocks around and... Oh, Day 6 rocks around and Essie is being confronted by Phonix about these actions, and Phonix, well, gets murked, essentially. Which is just really sad, but, like, for narrative reasons, it works really, really well. So, yeah. Really, it's so sick, bro. I'm so happy with how it went down. Yeah, Phonix, man. Honestly, really good story by Phonix. Really, really good story by Phonix. I feel so bad for Phonix because the moment she crashed out, I blew up the generator, bro. Dude, yeah, it was actually surprising because the moment that Phonix died, like shortly after, generator just explodes in the distance. Everyone's like, wait, what the fuck? So yeah, that was probably another really good moment. I also liked when what is it, Charlie and Solace were confronted by Coraline about where Benji was, and they had to basically give up that information to save themselves and their lives, which was pretty cool. And that was at the same time that Nightbot was running away to tell Benji about Coraline. So yeah. Coraline haunted our narrative. Yeah, they did. I wish I could have played my music box more with larger groups of players. Yeah. People liked you though, Zen. Very cool robot character. My goat had a knife on his neck justice for Corbin. Does anyone have any questions or queries about Frostpunk? Just like things that you were curious about. Honestly, glad the Wembra Media duo lived throughout the entire event. I wanted to tell Candid something important, but my mic broke before I tried to kill Chaos and died. Damn. That's so sad. Oh, dude. Yeah, Chaos was another standout. And Essie and Chaos, they did so good. They played the roles of antagonistic characters really, really well. They did a great job. Not gonna lie, role-playing Angst genuinely made me cry because of how heavy and tragic my character was. Yeah. Lore books, can we have copies of the text to see? I think we're actually going to allow a downloadable version of, like, every day, which means you'll be able to go onto the world and, like, look for the books. We'd rather you guys piece more of the lore that way together. That you guys will be able to go on yourselves and, like, cross-communicate everything you find. Was the black box area unbreakable and uninteractable on day 1 to 3? Because I was the first to get there, but I can't open them. The black box area? What are you talking about? Yes, only be for players that were in the event, but, you know, obviously, they can share what they find. Oh my god, Essie and Chaos scared the fucking out of me. I thought when I was captured I would have died the moment I stepped in, but they just made me free labor, which gave me the perfect opportunity to sign the generator. Sorry, I'm so excited. I love the lore that you and the modlings have written. I want to see everyone's hard work. You can thank Whimsy primarily for that. Whimsy was the main book writer, but then the lore itself was created by the entire Ticket team. The Ticket team did an amazing job on that. They did a great job. And yeah, but Whimsy wrote all of the books and put them in, but the entire Ticket team was responsible for the actual lore that formed. They did an amazing job, so we're packing up the server and mod pack and everything for everyone. Just give us a bit of time. That's A-okay, Charlie. All good. Yeah, as Charlie said, like, everything will become available soon for all of you guys. So yeah, that'll be very fun. But yeah, no, just wanted to say thank you guys so much, for joining the event. It was the area of the plane that had the book in it. I couldn't open any of the chests or barrels. Oh, that might have been because it was the spawn, thingy-majiggy. We got rid of that. How much time happened between the construction of the ruined city and the plane crash? That's a good question. So the construction of the actual building started like a few years before things kind of fell and crashed, if that makes sense. It was a few years before they kind of started building. They built the generator first because, of course, that was the most important thing. And then years later, they started construction on the city, which had builders. It had a radio tower for people to have entertainment. But the problem was that when they got news of what was actually going on, well, they kind of went shit. And they realized they were kind of stuck on this island. And you probably noticed that there were some ships lying around. Some of those ships were meant to get away. Not all of them did. Red Cylinder, oh yeah. Sorry, guys. Was the Ruined City always there, or did it spawn in day 3? Because me and Stormfall found it on day 3. The Ruined City was always there. We didn't spawn anything in once the event began. It was there. It was there before the event started. I can assure you that. The VFD, I can't remember who it was. I think Shine69 was at the build on the first day. They were... Oh my god, and I never saw it. Hey, the map was not small. I mean, it wasn't huge. We didn't want to make it too big, but, like, it wasn't small. So, you know. Shine found it on day 1. Yeah. So, it's... Yeah, exactly. But... few people found it on day 1. Yeah, there were some people who just ran around the whole map. Was the radio tower like it was anything else, or just for Gregor's communications? Oh no, the radio tower was literally created for entertainment and music, and also to communicate with obviously like the billionaires off the island. Like, hey, just so you guys know, like this is like what we see over here, blah blah blah. It was created for multiple purposes, but one of them was communications with like the billionaires to be able to come over there to set up near the generator, and it was also created for a similar purpose, and it was also created for a similar purpose, which was for Gregor to be able to communicate with them if anything should happen. The radio tower also served as a really good way for them to get like free entertainment from like the music and all that. What about the 1 carat on the radio tower? Okay, so there is lore there. I'm not going to go into too much regarding that because you can kind of piece together the story yourself, but let's just say that there was a guy there. There's a lore book in there, in the radio tower, who the radio host was actually... he was aware that the storm was coming before it happened because the billionaires and Gregor told them, like, you know, it's over. Like, you know, the project's cancelled. And they were like, why would you cancel this project if it meant... Because, you know, the radio host could put 2 and 2 together. There's a giant generator being built. The world's getting colder in general. He could put 2 and 2 together that something was wrong. And he realized that, like, the entirety of, like, this land was getting screwed over. And it was going to freeze over eventually. So he planted his like, the last carrot that he has was the radio host VP foreshadowing for this. And then, what is it? And then, he took, like, the last of his lunch, which was literally just 1, like, fucking chunky-ass carrot, and he put it in the soil and, gave it time to grow into what it became, eventually. So, yeah. Like, the radio host was quite literally, like, you know, he was trying to keep the remnants of those things alive. And, yeah. He had to fight off people. This was the book that killed Benji. Oh my god. Of course it was. Rubber. That's crazy. Koru lied to our face saying there was nothing there. They might not have been lying. Maybe they got there and nothing was there by the time they got there. Stop saying Norway, guys. God damn it, bro. So the billionaires paid off pilots and airlines to crash the planes? No, so the pilots and the airlines had no idea, like, where to go. They were just trying to take these planes and survive, right? Because if you're flying through the storm, there's a chance you can make it. With the way things were happening, they were trying to fly away from the storm to an area that didn't have a storm, right? and may have just had like a tsunamis or like, you know, other deadly things going on, and then just fly around. But the problem is that the whole world was freezing over, all across, and unfortunately, you know, the planes were the only way to survive. The pilot of the plane was Dr. J. Yes. And let's just say that they kind of you know, stopped flying at one point and ejected. Wait, is he about to start or has he finished? Hello, Director 7. No, I have I've just been chatting. Never mind, I had him muted. I'm stupid. Hello. Is Jay Fortsy alive? Yes. He is alive. He is alive. Well, he was alive when he ejected out of the plane. That's all I can really say. I don't really want to say anything else other than that. But you know, he did eject from the plane in the middle of a storm. And let's just say that I don't know where else he would have gone other than being in the storm. Director, you were the only one that had gold armor, from what I can tell. So he's somewhere right. So he's somewhere right now, huh? I wonder. So he could be on the island with us. I don't know. I actually need that Dr. J Fortsy stream so bad. He's so mysterious. I need to know more. Does Dr. J Fortsy have a doctorate? Because if not, why are we calling him a doctor? Remember, he's not actually a doctor. He was lying when he was on the train. Let's put Dr. J Fortsy in the in-character stream basement and interrogate him. Oh, dude. Triple bragging rights, bro. So he is just J Fortsy. I mean, that's what he calls himself. So, you know, that's really the only thing you can call him. Dr. J Fortsy. Jortsy. Oh, God. John Fortune. Exactly. Exactly. That's literally it. No. Is his name fake too? So you're saying his real name isn't even Jortsy Fortsy? You J.R.R. Fortsy. Wait, not even like a real name. Jortsy sounds like a clothing. I know. Does Dr. J Fortsy wear jorts? Bro. I gotta know, what on earth is a Kiwi cookout? I'm still relatively new, so I don't know what that is. Basically, at 1,000 subs, we are gonna do what's called the Great Kiwi Cook-Off, where everybody will be able to, everyone will be able to kind of gather around and prove that Kiwis can actually cook food. Because we do not have a good reputation right now. And also, basically, how it'll work is people will be told to, like, this is the food you've got to create. It'll be like, it's going to be slow. We don't want people to be cooking, like, every day or something, right? But we might do it, like, once or twice a week for a few weeks. And then, we would, like, go, this looks the best, this looks amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then basically just go until we have, like, a winner. Like, who has the best food? And for reference, I am a ex-photographer, right? Do you actually, like, cook? Yeah, you actually cook for this. Of course, like, it's only stuff that you would naturally cook in your home anyway. But, you know, it'll be fun and interesting to see how it goes. It'll be pretty fun to see how it goes. It's just a silly thing. Like, it's just meant to be, like, fun. You know what I mean? Hey, photographer, nice. Food photography is fun. Yeah, food photography is great. I might cook something. Nice. Awesome. What we're gonna do is we're probably gonna, this might change, but we were thinking we might have it so it's, like, specific food. And I'm not really sure yet, but you should have set up a nuclear bomb on day 2. There are certain people here that will have questionable food. True. Brother, people have been cooking naturally in their homes, but we have seen the terrors that have created. True. That's true. But that means they'll get eliminated. You know, we're looking for the best of the best. See, I'm bad at cooking, but I know I'm bad at cooking, so the fault will never get to see my cooking to bully me for it, bro. I think what we'll do is, especially with, you know, I think we'll make sure it's something that's very accessible for everyone, and everyone will have, like, time in advance, of course. Also, whoever just won the Gamba, congratulations. Congratulations, I saw that. Kiwis, remember that I'll personally nuke the bad food and put you on the kitchen ban list. Dude. Please, my emote collection yearns for more editions. Oh god, no. What's a question for Casta, actually? Can I be the one to give you a tour of the city? Straight up jumping you is boring, and I think you on a bear with full iron armor, full iron fur armor looking at the areas and the generator looks cool. What did you just say? That was a lot of things you just said there. I'm probably gonna be booking it from everybody during Chaos Day. I don't want to get jumped. So that's my plan for now. Actually, regarding the we also have the Kiwi homework assignments, which is really fun. I'm really excited about that. So the Kiwi homework assignments is going to be pretty cool. Basically, we will be... am I the only one who doesn't want to jump Fortsy? Yeah, let's go. Assign me a personal bodyguard and give me a knockback 1 million stick. That's a good idea. Maybe we should give knockback 1 million sticks to people. I've yet to kill someone in Frostpunk. Fortsy stopped me from getting my first kills. Sigh. Yeah, yeah. Bro, I thought you said you didn't want to do Kiwi homeworks. Lying liar that lies. Well, okay. That depends on the work, because there's some stuff that looks absolutely atrocious. But I think it'll be fun, like, to do, like, analytical stuff, you know what I mean? Hopefully. Thank the Lord. Like, gotta go now, chat. Keep me updated. See you, Nightbot. Just chase Fortsy around the map while yelling out names of important places. Speedrun the tour. Are you gonna visit the funeral Mortem's planning for you? Yes, that is my intent. I already have college homework. Why are you gonna make me do even more homework? No. The Kiwi homework is... People give me their homework. And I have to be tortured and subjected to it for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm not gonna have fun. It's gonna be a nightmare. Usually I play games on stream, but I'm forcing myself to play homework. To do homework. I'll have to do crime analytics, I'll have to do art, I'll have to do coding, I'll have to do all sorts of math and English essays and literature comprehension and oh my god. Accounting? Bro, Fortsy just rolls the dice to do homework, especially if it's multiple choice. Shut up. Give him his homework, guys, he deserves this. Believe it or not, you guys are gonna kill me. When I was in school, in high school, I never got given homework. At least not while I was in New Zealand. So, yeah. The high school that I went to was not, what if I mail you some product from my actual job for you to inspect? What do you do? That depends what job it is. If you say you're in a nuclear factory, I'm a little bit worried. But if it's a mail post position, then that's okay. No, but homework, I didn't do homework in, at least when I was in my New Zealand high school. I basically, what is it? So, the reason that I never ended up doing homework in, high school, is because, I don't know why, we just didn't get given homework in my original school, like in high school, because all of the work that would be done in the class itself, and then if they ever did give us homework, which was very rare, I would do it in the class. It sounds stupid, it sounds like, oh my god, what an arrogant, but I would write the whole thing, in class, and then we would, like, go home, and I would just do it at school, like, just bam, and then it would get, like, a good grade, and I'm like, hell yeah. So I just, yeah, I liked writing Word document essays, bro. I really enjoyed that. Like, half of my entire high school experience was Word document writing, like essay writing and shit like that. So I loved that shit back then. I used to be really... The thing is, I am not the type that studies. I'm not good at studying. I'm really bad with it. Unfortunately, I'm one of those, like, fucking, those dudes that, like, you know, I understand the content really well, or if I don't, I'm cooked. I know in university it's a whole different ballgame. Like, you need to study, you have to. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, right? But like, I was the type that, like, studying didn't benefit me because it would just make me kind of like confused. So instead, I would have to. The best way for me was to literally read out keywords that would remind me of other things just before I go into the exam. That was kind of what we were forced to... No, sorry, not forced. That was what we were encouraged to do if we did not view studying as like a proper way to, you know, do things. So they just give you a bunch of tests and say, I'm really good at homework and projects, but terrible at tests. I'm the opposite. I love tests. I love taking tests because I would already be in the zone. When I'm at home, I'm not thinking about work, bro. Like, I'm at home, I'm relaxed, I'm chilling. Leave me alone. Leave all that shit out the window. And unfortunately, I remember, right, I moved over to Australia to the education system over here. And for any one of you who knows ATAR, I don't think many of you do, but if you know what ATAR is, if you know what I'm talking about, ATAR is basically the studying system that we have over here. And yeah, I moved over to Australia, unfortunately, for financial reasons. Like, had to make money, if that makes sense. But you know, now that I'm a streamer, it's the lamest thing ever, dude. Dude, it's so bad. It's so shit. But fucking, like, I had to deal with it while I was over here. And basically, thank God we got some Australians in chat, bro. Like, thank God. So pretty much, I came over here, right? And keep in mind that, like, when I moved over here, New Zealand, no, I am a Kiwi. I was born and raised in New Zealand, but I moved over to Australia a couple years ago because we need money, and a lot of Kiwis actually do the exact same thing. A lot of Kiwis do this. Which actually Australians, some Aussies, like, complain about, like, you fucking Kiwis coming in, you fucking, you know, it's pretty funny. But like, you know, coming in, stealing our jobs, blah, blah, blah. It's so funny to me. But yeah, no, like, we come in and, yeah, to make money. It's pretty funny. That nerd voice is crazy. No, but like, the ATAR system to me was just so wild because the way that the ATAR system kind of worked is that, and I'll tell you a really fucked story, but basically, I went into my first ever ATAR class, right? And I was 16. Keep in mind that I moved to Australia when I was, like, turning 16. So going into, like, the final 2 years of high school when it really matters. And I was not accustomed to the country, like, at all. I was just moving over. I was not used to this place yet. And I move over, and I was trying to, like, become friends with people and, like, you know, get used to the country itself. And I feel so behind compared to everybody else because I don't really know what's going on. And then I come into the English ATAR class. For reference, my principal told me to choose 6 ATAR. For reference, you only need to... I think you need to choose, like, 4 or 5 in order to get into university. But they told me to choose 6. It was apparently their first year being a principal as well. So I was incredibly cooked. And I was a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. But I was kind of forced to... See you, Hellion. Have a good one. And... but yeah, no... I go into English class for the first class, right? And I'm looking around and, like, how do I say? When I was in English in New Zealand, the focus of English was always on, like, old literature, movies, and, like, so, like, Macbeth, for example, you know, like William Shakespeare, like, movie study analysis, which was pretty fun, like, camera angles and why they're important, creative writing, like, telling imaginative stories. When I came over here, it felt like every class was about, you know, politics, and it was, like, and people were just arguing about them, that the whole English class, and I love English, right? And it felt so misguided, like what people were talking about in there, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? What are we doing here? This isn't English at all. And dude, it's like things like that just really were like so sad and like disappointing to me. So it was like, oh man. But yeah, there was also the fact that like they would give us so much homework, right? Because in ATAR's meant to be like, you know, oh, you're smart. Well, if you're smart, we're gonna punish you with a bunch of homework, right? So we're gonna make sure that you absolutely understand the material that you're learning, which meant that they had to basically force it down your throat with a shit ton of homework, which, to be fair, to an Australian is probably normal. Like, ATAR's probably okay for them. Australians, if you can confirm, that would be great. But to me, it was crazy, right? It was absolutely wild just how... No? Okay, good. Thank God. Because to me, coming from with a country with no homework, right? I move over here and it's like the ATAR standard for homework is just so wild that like by the time you finish the homework you have between all of your classes, you've got no time for yourself. And I'm sorry, but I respect my personal life too much to just be drowning in homework, and that's the only thing that I do. And I just kind of went, you know what? I'm going to the general class. And I stayed in history ATAR, and every single day I was in the general classes for this school. Oh my God. It felt like I was like losing brain cells. It was like you go from one extreme of like absolute crazy like homework and talking about, you know, politics and all these other things to like nothing at all. It genuinely, no one did anything in these classes. No one did any work. Maybe it was just the standard of the school I was in. I can't speak for all classes or Australia in general, but I can only speak from my biased perspective. And from my biased perspective, it was so incredibly like, it was like one extreme or the other, which just was wild to me. So yeah. Here in my country, it depends on the course for college. It's usually project-based, but the problem is the deadline's being awfully tight. A month to work on finals to 5 different projects. The multimedia in my country is quite draining to keep pumping original content for every subject. Oh, yeah. My high school is kind of like the nothing burger class, too. I understood nothing and we skipped classes so much. Yeah, well, that's the problem. Like, at least when I was in NZ... Yo, Quibi, what's up? Hello, Quibi. Sorry, we're just talking here. Yes, Quibi, you definitely were in the hype moments, don't worry. You definitely were, Quibi. Hello, Quibi, welcome. But yeah, no, like, Australian ATAR's system, at least from my, like, completely biased perspective, was absolutely crazy. Yeah, I definitely wish... Yippee, and hello, everyone. Hello, Quibi. Yeah, Quibi had a really good moment, which I thought was pretty cool. I like that you got that confrontation with Manophobia at the end, which was great. I thought that was really cool. So I'm definitely going to try and include that. Sometimes it's the system, not the students. Yeah, sometimes it's the system. But that's okay. They got murked instantly after that confrontation. What, with May? Oh, I mean, they had their fight, which was good. Holy fuck, I have some rants about my high school English classes. I had a teacher who would grade one assignment and then would approximately be your grade on everything else you submitted. Damn, that's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, it was really cool. Quibi's story was really good. Yeah, unfortunately, the fireworks were all my fault. I apologize for that. They were not meant to be a thing. The devs warned me about it, and I didn't know what they were talking about, so I was just like, no, that'd be fine, I think. Sweet big parts. Oh, are you talking about the polar bear? I think you're talking about the polar bear, right? Did I blank? Did ATAR get explained and I missed it? ATAR is the education system for Australia. It's like the high standard of education explanation. Hello, Loops. Hello. How much of the background lore behind Frostpunk would be in the video? That depends what we can fit, unfortunately. Niyagiri taking out Mei is my favorite Day 7 moment. I didn't see that. I didn't get to see Mei get murked. From what I saw, Mei gets blown up by his own firework. That's unfortunately all I saw. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I did not get to witness the same thing. But that's okay. I'll get to see it on replay footage at some point. Holy moly. Mei got critted by Niyagiri, and in the fight they suicide bombed. Really? Dude. The only person to stop Mei was Mei. I think Niyagiri got them, though. Niyagiri pulled it off, bro. We saw a note in chat only. Yeah. Are we talking about Mei? Yeah. Mei got absolutely... Mei did a lot in the fight, though. Mei did a lot. Like, the entirety of the Hive did such a good job. Yeah, I really like the moment when Quibi killed Koru and then had that panic. Mei dying to their own firework crossbow is so poetic. Oh yeah, especially when they'd already killed so many others in such a similar way. Mei had like 12 kills. Oh yeah, Mei was insane. Mei was insane throughout the whole event. And it's so interesting because Mei had kill tickets on them by people that could have killed them, and then they never killed them. Speaking of, for anyone who was wondering why Day 5 was so quiet, there's a specific reason for that. There were over 10 kill tickets that we approved, and none of them went through. No one did anything with them. And to me, the funniest that, yeah, there was 10 kill tickets on anybody. Like, there was a bunch of kill tickets of people in the event. We were so confused by the end of Day 5 that I actually crashed out in confusion. Like, what is going on? What? Because Theo, for example, he was literally in control of a coup. They were given the green light to kill Whimsy. They were given the green light, narratively speaking, to remove Whimsy. And then they just let Whimsy go. And then Whimsy rallied the forces and took them straight to the fucking Hive. And I'm just like, okay. They misunderstood the ticket. Dude, it was crazy. It's completely fine, though. It ended up being really good. I liked what Theo did. I'm still excited to see how it goes. The only problem is that... we're probably gonna have to move it around a little bit. So you were watching the VFD divorce? Yes. yes. But then Theo, instead of like, you know, doing anything, hid underground until the last day. Oh god. And then he literally hid himself in a gravestone when he saw that Whimsy and the others were all together. He went and hid in a gravestone in the Mortem area, and I just could not stop laughing. It was so incredibly fitting. It was like, oh yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. He was also a member of Bro, how much cross-faction work was there? People keep telling me they were a part of like 50 different groups all at the same time. Dude, that's wild. Any plans on reshooting scenes? Oh yeah, we'll definitely reshoot scenes, but we have to write the actual story first, because the thing is, most of the story is pretty good. We already know what we're gonna do for it, like roughly speaking, but we don't know what scenes we're gonna have to like reshoot because of like, you know, fireworks or lag or so. Yeah, we'll have to see. But there shouldn't be too much. Yeah, we have the E-Staff lore document. Editing team at work already. Beautiful. Good to hear. So yeah, we've already got work started on it, which is great. So yeah, but for now, guys, and for the foreseeable future, we're going to be focusing more on when are we going to get the green light for posting videos, or do you want the main video to come out first before people start posting stuff? I'm gonna be real, because this is my first ever video, and it's not like, you know, I'm not like Ish, who has a kind of like, if that makes sense, presence when it comes to, like, you know, the Frostpunk event. I think we're just going to let people, like, post their own content if they want to, because we have no idea when ours is going to be ready. In future, when we have a stronger idea of that, we would prevent people or like ask just out of courtesy, please don't. But I think we'll just let people post it whenever they're ready, whenever they want to. So yeah, that's completely fine. Completely fine. Hello, Soliv, how you doing? Oh my gosh, I am... Oh my god, I'm getting sick. Holy crap. Might need to go to the bathroom in a second. Okay, guys, I need to quickly disappear. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm not feeling well, so give me like 2 seconds, guys. I will be right back. See you guys in just a second. Sorry, guys. Just talk amongst yourselves. Thank you. No, I'm alright. Don't worry, guys. It's alright. Just give me like 2 seconds. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I think we might be okay. That's okay. I was going to disappear for a second, but I think we're fine. We're fine. Sorry, guys. Don't worry. It's okay. Okay. Lovely. Are you sure? It's okay. Do not worry. Hey, guys. How we doing? Are you sure? Yeah. No. Don't worry, guys. Do not worry. We're all fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hydrate. Yeah, no, I'm just feeling sick in the stomach a little bit. It's like a sharp stomach pain. You know that sharp stomach pain that you get sometimes. That's what I got. Eat banana. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. How you doing, Soliv? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Are you okay, Fortsy? Yeah, I'm all good. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. Frostpunk question. Oh yeah, drink water, Fortsy, sir. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Livy. Appreciate it. Was there a character that you found particularly hilarious? I mean, I liked Quibi's character for a funny reason. I think that, like, their delivery of, like, their concerns was very real, and I think it was pretty funny to witness. I'm gonna be real. It was pretty fun. If we have the green light on vids, I'm gonna repost my teaser. Yeah, go for it. That's completely fine. Quibi was pretty funny throughout the whole event. Like the monologue, panicking, like pacing around, having killed Coraline. I thought that was all pretty cool. Me when Benji saw the book and swung at Sam with a sword and then claimed it was a punch, and then I fucking went back and checked and he used the sword. Oh yeah. The monologue in front of the hive, I'm crying. Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment that wasn't necessarily serious plot, just silly filler stuff? Probably Phonics. Just like talking with Christine outside, or Cannon rather, sorry. Talking with Cannon, and so Phonics and Cannon talking outside the generator and like praising the generator for like its heat and its warmth, you know. The gong by Cannon I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was pretty funny. I remember that little moment between you two. The conga line during their first funeral. They did the conga line at a funeral. Okay, all right, that's great. God damn it, bro. Oh my god. Very late on this, but on the topic of Mayo, as someone who wasn't caught up with the story at all, any mentions of their name terrify me. After seeing 3 days of their legacy, seeing them in person day 5 genuinely doubled my heart rate. Oh, Dave, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Dave. Dude, yeah. No, Mayo definitely did a lot during that event. They did a good job, though. And to be honest, I'm just happy that the whole thing is over, mostly because I'm not 1,000 times more anxious than usual now. And we got through it alright, so My favorite moment was me playing Swan Lake on the flute during the storm. It fit the mood. That's pretty cool. I love Swan Lake. It's such a good classical song. Can I just say I'm still shocked that people blew up the generator, especially because of how important it is in the actual game. My character predicted it was going to get colder and people would need it. Well, yeah, Raven. If people had the generator, it would have been way easier for people to survive. And the truth is, if not for human error, they would have survived. But people naturally broke apart from each other and dissolved into discourse and chaos. And it showed that human nature was the biggest issue that's prevented their survival. But it's also human nature at the same time that was their greatest strength, that kept them alive when they needed to the most. But yeah. It's, people did not want the generator because they viewed it like everyone else has the generator. We don't have the generator. We want to blow it up. And that was the opinion shared between like 3 or 4 different groups. It's very funny, actually, how that ended up going. So, yeah, it was really interesting to watch. I can't lie. Yeah, only I did it. Well, actually, there was a bunch of people trying to do it at the same time. At the same time, we had Officer H from the VFD right below you. Theo was trying to do it. I know the Soviets were trying to do it. Director 7 was trying to overload it. Like, there was a bunch of people trying to destroy it in different ways. And we approved a few of them because we wanted to see how it would go. So I was the first to do it. Let's go screen time. But yeah, no, the explosion of the generator is going to be very interesting. If Fortsy Frostpunk 3 ever happens, we'll need more doom and gloom, and if we ever get another one, yeah. Despite human nature causing the death of almost everyone, my character embraced their artificial humanity in their last moments. That's really nice. Put us in hot punk desert time. Interesting. Interesting. And besides, it made for the most emotional 20 minutes of my Minecraft playtime. Genuinely amazing work by the players for that day. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. They did a great job on the last day. Video out before 2.7. I have no idea, Onyx. I'm going to be so for real with you. Dude, we've not worked with record mod before. Replay mod. Replay mod. So it'll take a while to build up, I think, because we have never worked with it. I think people also started going against the generator because it became synonymous to the hive, which a lot of people don't like in character. That's true. It was, but there were a lot of people who naturally staved away from it because, again, yeah, as you said, the hive. So, yeah. You used replay. Why not flashback? We used replay because Karu and I talked about it quite a lot, and apparently there was like a lot of problems with apparently there was like a mod inconsistency, if that makes sense. Yeah, the game versions, that's it. Yes, that's it. The game versions quite literally did not support flashback because of that. So yeah, we had to go with the one that we did. Yes, yeah, but that's alright. Shout out to the Matesy Church, but next event I'm definitely not joining a group. Oh god. Oh yeah, Fortsy, did you want some clips sent to you? I think, I remember you mentioning it. We will make an announcement about it just to let everybody know. Verifia, thank you for coming. Hey, nice to see you. Welcome. Ish 2.7 video coming in about 10 years. He got too many side quests to do. Let Ish do what he wants, bruh. Ish has got so much shit going on. He can take his time, for all I'm concerned. That's unfortunate. You will struggle with replay a lot. Good luck, you will need it. Yeah, replay will take, it'll take its time. We love Ish though. Oh yeah. No, dude. Bro's got a life outside of his video. I'm excited for it personally because I am in it. But you know, I know it'll be a good video. It'll be a good video. So that'll be fun. I actually think replay is pretty good. It's fairly easy to use. The good thing about replay is that we could straight up cut people out from a shot if they were going Fortsy, 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 and like not actually like, you know, or like interrupting a scene, which made it way easier. So to like deal with. I'm ready for the Fortsy screen time. But yeah, no, if we can basically just like cut people out that were like interrupting a scene, and that kind of thing, which is great. So yeah, but the Frostpunk video will take a while. I've got like a small group of editors on it, yeah, hopefully we are able to make something really nice out of it. And yeah, that's really all I can hope for. Holy moly, bro. You'll have to cut me out of Essie's death. I did not see that. I did not get to see Essie's death because I was busy setting up the stream. It was so sad. Gonna dip now. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day. See you, Gold and Silver. Thank you for coming. Have a good one. Bye-bye. But, yeah, no. If we have any more questions about Frostpunk, feel free to send them forward. I watched as like 3 different people walked through Essie's death, bro. Well, thank God we have replay mod, and we can also just redo a scene if we have to. I'd prefer to do that as little as possible, of course, because, you know, you prefer everything to be authentic and organic, but, you know, obviously at times it's a kind of an unavoidable thing. So, yeah. Like, at the end of the day, when you're telling these kinds of stories, it's like, you want them to be organic, and for the most part, you can achieve that. But sometimes there is, like, unavoidability, where, like, you know that if you leave it to fate, it will likely just fall apart. That's why, you know, like, The Last Day had a bit of a script to it, or at least who was on what side, but that's pretty much it. Because, you know, otherwise it would have literally fallen apart. If the Hive had any more support, they were way too strong. They were really good. Like, that's the thing. They were incredibly structured and organized, and they were great at their job. Like, nothing but respect for the Hive and everything that they did. They did really good. Is there something you wish happened in the event that didn't, or are you happy with how the narrative went overall? Yes, there is one thing I wish happened during the event. The speakers, bro. I really wish that someone had utilized the speakers during the event, and used them to communicate with people across the event. Like, one thing that I've always wanted to see is kind of like the Snow District in a way, from 2.7, having like a walled off area with a bunch of people working, you know, as like a force that's been captured or put in there, and then like having speakers playing to like speak to them in the event, so they would be like talking to each other during the event, and then having those people be able to like work together. Yeah, you know, propaganda. Yeah, exactly. We were going to use the speakers to play My Way's Officer H blew up the generator, but somebody killed Whimsy Frame 1. Yeah, exactly. On Epilogue Day, I can officially say Quibi, Steven, and I are in a type of floaty heaven and reunited. That's awesome. Let's go. That's good to hear. I think overall I'm pretty happy with how the events of everything went. And also for everyone that's here, just so we're all aware, I am going to be going back to normal streams, like normal streams really soon, which is very good. He spends too much time on this, guys. Yeah, I mean, it took a lot of time. I'm ready for Ace Attorney. I'm ready to bring those back. I am so excited for the normal streams again. People who will be on Epilogue Day are probably just going to Grave Max. True. That's true. Normal streams, my beloved. Yeah, back to the normal streams. Ace Attorney and all that good jazz. I'm excited just to go back to, like, the normal stuff. Can't wait for you to finish Hatoful. Oh, yeah, I'm going through Hatoful as well. Like, a lot of things to do. Very excited about them. Good morning, twins. It's Rot. Hello, Rot. How are we? Nice to see you again. Did somebody say Ace Attorney? I said Ace Attorney. We're going to be back to Ace Attorney very soon. And we'll go back to, like, normal streams and all of that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Very excited about that. And, yeah. Oh, my God. Sorry about the sniffing, guys. Blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Amazing. No way am I catching one of your streams. Yeah, I was actually about to ask, how are you catching my stream? What time is it there? Ace Attorney, my favorite game to snark about. Yeah, I do love my Ace Attorney. I'm excited to go back to it. But yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much done, unless there's any more Frostpunk related questions. Do you guys hear that? Can you hear that in the background? There is a kid just like, oh my god, okay. My lord, okay. Right. They're going fucking crazy out there, hog wild style. Jesus Christ. Are they alright? I think they're just having fun. I think they're just playing on the road. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, no. I think that being said, guys, I think we're kind of at a good point to kind of end the stream, unless everyone has like, if there's any more like Frostpunk related questions that any of you guys have for me. How long did Dr. J, Fortsy in general know each other? They started communicating directly because of this task they were put onto. I'll just say that, Blue. Want anyone to buy? Oh my god, Yasu, bro. God damn. Bro. But yeah, no. If anyone doesn't have any more Frostpunk related questions, I will probably end the stream here. Vague answer like the general. If the commander appears in Frostpunk, what do you think he would do? He would definitely try to have organized everybody together. For reference, the commander would not want to have seen all of the discourse and chaos, and he would have, you know, when everyone was shouting when Yimi died, he probably would have done something pretty similar, and tried to like connect everyone together. You said that all the Fortsyverse characters are connected somehow. Yeah, they're well, most of them are. I don't know what you're including. If you're including like Jade and Marshall and things like that, what group would you have joined? Either the VFD or the Hive. VFD if I was going for like family friendly, haha. The Hive if I wanted to go full like dictator like mode. Or you know what? Maybe. I think actually no, screw that. I would have joined the Rats. I would have joined the Rats, bro. I think that would have been fun. I would have probably fucked around with them the whole time. Yeah, I think I would have joined them the whole time. It would have been pretty fun just running around like underground with the Rats doing just stupid shit. Valid taking it personal though. Nah, it's only because I those are the things that I know from looking outside looking in. Those are the things that would have like hooked me. Absolutely fuck around like the Rats. Found family type stuff with the VFD, or like just like structure, order, blah 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 with the Hive. One of those. The Eye of the Storm was really cool though. I think in terms of design, I think the Eye of the Storm had the most aura in the whole event, as well as the Hive. The VFD were like the tragic story, but had like the uplifting ending to their arc. Thanks for an amazing event. Since it was my first, I can't compare it to anything, but in my eyes it was amazing. I had so much fun and died proudly in Storm. I'm glad you liked it, Yasu. I'm really glad you liked it. Fortsy in the Hive would be the loyalist character he didn't get to play in 2.7. Unironically, that is the only reason I would join. It would be to redeem myself, because like I got so much pressure to pretty much act out, and I would want to redeem myself by being a genuinely like loyal to the end, die for the cause kind of character, in the end instead, at least with this character that I would have played. So yeah, but no, when it comes to the commander in 2.7, I am so happy with the way that I played them. I do not have Frostpunk questions, but I am glad I got to tune in for a bit and can't wait to watch more streams. I'll definitely tune in whenever I can catch a break from dance being on my butt. That's okay, Verifia. Thank you for being here. Are you new? Nice to have you here. Hi, Fortsy. Hello, Nightmare. Hello. The oops I jumped for Eye of the Storm. Stressful, but I love the event. Yes, yeah. Overall, great event. I'm pretty happy with how it went. +1, this was an amazing week, and I'm so excited for future projects from the team. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, we will try to get something out in the future. obviously I'm going to focus on my streaming and the video for now. This event was my first ever multi-day event, and it was holy peak. I'm so glad to join Lyra, the Crones, and even making up my own group in the end to fuck shit up. I hope more events happen in this little corner so I can redo a lot of the decisions I made. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. W event, had so much fun with my friends. Nice. It was a really enjoyable VOD to watch. Yeah. Twin, are you sick? I am sick. Yes, I am sick, unfortunately. On the newer end, yes, but I found you like maybe 1-2 months ago. Oh, nice. Welcome, Verifia. Happy to have you here. Will there be a theory vid soon? I have ideas for theories, like Kaufmo and Kinga. I have, like, this weird theory where I think, like, even though I don't know if I believe it yet because there's still, like, theories, information I need to collect, I have, like, this weird feeling that Kinga is actually an antagonistic character. Again, I'm not too strong on that theory. It's, again, they're always just theories at the end of the day, but I have, like, feelings of, like, Kinga might be antagonistic. I might want to talk about Kaufmo, because narratively, Kaufmo has not been brought up, but he's not been brought back, but he's been brought up throughout the whole show, like, multiple times. Hey, Pikakos, so he has to be brought back, and I have a feeling, like, something big involving Kaufmo is going to be important. I think people put too much focus on Bubble, like, in my opinion, because the thing is, a lot of the time when I make my theories, I look for things that are true and consistent with the narrative, but a problem that I've seen a lot is that people all seem to focus on the same thing when it comes to the Amazing Digital Circus, and, like, I've always viewed that as, like, not, it's not contrarianism, it's more just too many people focusing on the same thing. It's like, okay, I want to look at something else from a different perspective, and that's what allowed me to find out the belief theory might be, you know, might be a reality, and then turns out it was. I'm like, yo, I don't know you, but you sound smart, bro. Moth Beans, thank you, nice to meet you. Sorry I'm sick today, that's probably the worst way to introduce myself, but welcome. Everyone hyper-focuses on one specific thing. Oh, it doesn't even mean that, like, it doesn't even mean that it's, like, a bad thing. Kaufmo, I wonder if the last episode would be longer than the usual 20 minutes. Oh, it's gonna be, like, an hour long. Gooseworks and the others already confirmed it was gonna be double the last episode, and the last episode was 30-something minutes long. So, the last episode's gonna be, like, an hour. So, W event, I'm glad this was my first ever event. I'm not going to be in the main video, but I've been writing stuff and making comics for my character. I legit wrote a whole island that I'm going to share soon. So, W event, thank you, Fortman, and the event team for hosting it. Of course, absolutely. Oh my god. Sorry about the sniffing, guys. But yeah, no. Frostpunk was my first ever Civ event I ever played, and it was the first time in 2 years that I interacted with other people outside my family in a small group. I just want to say thank you, Fortsy, for letting me meet cool people because of this event. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Sen. Well, bye, Fortsy and Kiwi. So glad the event was fun and enjoyable for everyone. Yeah, it was. And guys, just so we're all aware, movie night, unfortunately, is not tonight. But tomorrow I can do a movie night, because I'm going out with my mates to hang out with them. I'll be hanging out with them tonight. And going out just to enjoy myself, take a break. I am doing a movie night tomorrow, though. I love movie nights. Now I need to cancel you on Twitter. No! That's alright, have a fun hangout session. Thank you. Which movie? I have not decided yet. Since it's tomorrow, I have not decided which movie we're gonna watch. Have lots of fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate it. Have fun, for man. Thank you, Red. And Batsy, thank you guys. Yeah, I will have a lot of fun. I will probably give you guys an update on what we're gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys being here. Hangouts are always great. Yeah, I agree, Verifia. It's always good to get out. And can I just say thank you guys for all the financial support, like, you know, through the donos and through the subs. I really appreciate it. It's only because of you guys that I'm able to be here doing what I do, and I just want that to be understood how much I appreciate it. Frostpunk was genuinely one of my favorite Civ events, even though it was kind of scary and overwhelming, but I carried on the Last Harvest legacy. Even though I crashed out so bad because of the storm and I couldn't warm myself up, it happened right after you left me. I just really enjoyed, even if you teased me at the end of day 7. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Nightmare. Grotesque, hello, Grotesque, hello. Thank you for the first time message. I hope I can join whatever the next event might be. It looks so much fun. If it's not timed smack dab in the middle of my sleep schedule, then perhaps. Okay, cool. Sick. The next one will probably not be the same time. Probably. I don't know for sure yet. I'm glad we can support you, Fortman. You deserve it. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to whoever gifted me my sub. Rot. Dude, there's so many first time messages today. Yeah, there's a lot today actually, which is awesome. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say thank you guys. One of my favorite Civ events for sure. Thanks to everyone who made it possible. Let's go. I'm glad to hear that, Batsy. I think I will end the stream here because I think, unless there's anything else anyone wants to ask. Nah, no way I was going to experience Frostpunk and not pay after having played through the Civ. Thank you, Dave. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Join the fort. We are cool and awesome. Yeah, if you guys want to, we all hang out in the fort and we watch movies and we hang out and just talk in VC and play games, and it's pretty good. So if you guys are interested, feel free to join us there. It's pretty good. I have more questions for Dr. J Fortsy, but I shall wait for the next in-character stream. No worries. If school isn't on my butt and I can figure out Minecraft, then I may try and join the next event. I'll see. Awesome, Verifia. That would be awesome. That's sick. And we hang out twice. I did. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have a tendency to repeat myself. Someone actually mentioned in my YouTube channel that I repeated the same thing like 4 times in the same video, and I felt really bad about that. I was like, oh, shit. Damn. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hydrate and eat banana, Fortsy. Thank you for today. Thank you, Cherry. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys all being here. And, what is it? Let me see. Okay. I think we are good to go, for today. Let me have a look here. I don't know if you can tell, but what will happen on Epilogue, is it like that we could finish our lore, and I kind of need to know how long it'll be. It'll just be like a normal session. It'll just be like a normal session, so yeah. Do not worry. I'll sappy message about Frostpunk in Gen 2. Don't have time to write a note now. Basic, though, is that I am incredibly grateful to play in this event, especially since it's my first one. Thank you for making such an amazing event. Thank you, Nev. I mean, to be fair, guys, the only reason I was able to do Frostpunk was because you guys helped me achieve the sub goal, so you can thank yourselves for it as well, because without you guys, I would not have been able to, well, financially back it, because it did cost a fair bit, so I'm glad that it went towards something that was appreciated well for what it is, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, like, that is the big thing. That is the big thing. Yay, we helped! Looks at the mirror, thank you, Go, of course. This was such an awesome event. I'm very much looking forward to Fortsy and any more events in the future, of course. If it means I can play more Civ events, I shall throw you more money, Fortsy. It's okay, you don't need to. It's a-okay. Yeah, we have the SMP, that is the next thing that we are working on. And then after that, we will have Wind West. But it'll take time, obviously, as you guys know, those things do take time. But, you know, obviously, I'm very excited for, like, future things. And, you know, in between, weeks in between, we'll obviously be doing all our normal streaming and back to the norm. So I'm very excited. Do you have any idea when Fort SMP might be ready? Not yet, but because we need to start working on it. But Frostpunk was our big project that is finally done. So now we're all kind of just getting ready to like drop to the floor and take a break. And I'll be streaming during that time, like taking that break. But then after we're done with all of that, once we're done, because again, obviously the event team did crazy, and shout out to the entire event team, by the way, who did an insane amount of work to make this event possible, because they did crazy. They did a crazy amount of work. The event team, the ticket team, the applications team, the build team, the developers, the admins, the moderators, like across the board, genuinely crazy stuff that they did. I sent an announcement to each of the chats with them to let them know that I was appreciative, but you know, I wanted to make sure they know, like, shout out to all of you guys for all of your help, seriously. It would not be the event it was So, yeah, it would not be the event it was without you guys, and oh my god, suck. W to all leaders that worked their ass off. Yeah, they did so much. So I'm so happy about that. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for coming to the stream today. I really appreciate it. And I want to say again, thank you to all of the players for joining, to all the leaders who led their groups. And like, because obviously leading a group in a civ event is incredibly stressful. Hosting an event is incredibly stressful. Being a staff member in an event is incredibly stressful at times. Like, there's so many times where, like, as a staff member, as a player, you're having fun, and then you're stressing, and then you're having fun, and then you're stressing. I think everyone in this event, whether you played or watched it, can relate to it. But it's done, and it's over, and now we can just relax and say, hey, we had a good event. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. Thank you for the stream, and thank you for creating such an amazing community. Again, this is my favorite small content creator community. Verifia, that's really nice of you. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Verifia. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it for me today. So thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm going to head off for the day now, but I just want to say to everybody, thank you for coming to the stream. I will see all of you guys later. Thank you for the stream format. I've missed the Yap session. Have fun and rest well. Thank you guys. First Fortsy stream, kind of excited. Thank you for the stream. Of course, absolutely, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to all of you guys later. So take care, everyone. Have a good one.